We're going to Cambridge.
Cambridge.
For a nice experience.
I don't know. Because it's fun.
Of course, go science!
Because our kids love science.
Every trip that they go on, I hope that they learn a little bit more.
It's his first trip going alone without parents.
My hope is my kid to have fun over there. Yes.
Okay, you passed.
I don't know. He's careful.
Any problems with texting?
Yeah, a lot.
How's the pizza?
My book. To take a picture of this.
You're really attractive.
One, two, three.
Okay, we are ready to go.
The boat does rock a little bit, so I will need you to sit still during the trip, please. So no running up and down the boat, okay? You should have found a map inside. I'm a helmsman, and my title is skipper because I actually own the boat. We've been operating for 10 years, but I've been doing the river for the last 3 years. At the far end here, just behind the trees, is Samuel Pepys' personal library. All of the writings, all of his memoirs, all of his diaries are kept here at Magdalen College. And off to the right hand side is Magdalen College. It's spelt like Magdalene, the girl's name, but we say Magdalen. Coming up directly in front of us, the Black Bridge, is the Great Bridge, or Cam Bridge, as we're on the River Cam. This is the site of the original first bridge for Cambridge. On either side of the river is now St John's College. The red brick and the modern buildings are all student accommodation. So some lovely students have this wonderful building to have as their student digs. Off to the left-hand side here is the Master's Garden for St John's College, just behind the brick wall. So the lecturers and the master of the college have a private area just for them. And that's the Bridge of Sighs, just like the one in Venice. Yeah. Here they're going from the student accommodation to the lectures, so they're sighing because they're having to go to their lectures. And in front of us is the St John's Kitchen Bridge, and this is the lowest bridge on the river. And as we go under the bridge, you can see the college crest with the two rams either side. And just looking round back to your right behind us, the beautiful view of, again, the student accommodation for St John's College. It looks more like a palace. Certainly for their first year, maybe if they're lucky their second year, but normally they would then move out to other accommodation. Be careful behind you as we go under the tree. Just brush it aside as you go under. Okay, so here on the left we've got the Wren Library, as in Sir Christopher Wren, the chap that river level now only goes up about half a metre. It's all managed, but it used to be like that. Yes, the river would rise anything up to 2 metres, so all of this would flood. Now, off in the distance in front of us, the next bridge is the only public access bridge, so people can go over that bridge any day, but it's difficult to find because it's hidden amongst alleyways from the city centre. But off to the left, with the lights on, is the Jerwood Library, and this is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for students to come and study in. And then just off in the distance, that palace-looking building is Clare College. And the bridge in front of us is Clare Bridge, and this is the oldest surviving bridge. All of the other bridges got knocked down during the Civil War in the UK. To help defend the city, the river was a natural boundary, so they knocked all the other bridges down, but kept this one. So this is still the original bridge. And then coming into view in a moment is the most iconic view of Cambridge, King's College Chapel and King's College, off on the left.
On the left side there is the King's College.
The world famous King's College Chapel Christmas carols come here, and it's broadcast around the world at Christmas time. But behind it is Clare College. Although the windows look over the green, that's one college, the chapel, and then in front of us is another college.
Like separate
Yes.
businesses, separate entities, they have their own...
They have their own master, their own educational specialisms, but they all come under the umbrella of Cambridge University. So there's a lot of rivalry between the colleges, but they collaborate on things like their human resource department and engineering department, grounds maintenance, things like that they share. And all of the land off to the right belongs to the colleges, so this will never be built on.
You are fast, really.
So most of the colleges have their own pumps. So if you're a college student here at King's, you can come down here and just take a punt out any time, and you don't have to pay. If you look closely over the left-hand side, one of the balls on the bridge has got a segment missing. The story goes that the stonemason that built the bridge was not paid properly by the college. So in protest he left a segment out of one of the balls missing to remind the lecturers every time they walked over the bridge that he hadn't been paid properly. Winnie the Pooh, that's the one, Winnie the Pooh. And A.A. Milne's manuscripts and books are in the library, and A.A. Milne was a student at Trinity College, and his son, who's named in the book, Christopher Robin, also came to Trinity College as well. The beautiful building there is part of St John's College, and that's all student accommodation. I'm sure you've heard of Isaac Newton, the scientist that came up with the concept of gravity. Well, he was linked into Trinity College here, and the apple tree that dropped that apple on his head was growing in the walled garden here on the right-hand side. I don't think the original tree is still growing, but thanks to that apple, he came up with the concept of gravity. Once again, as we come underneath the Bridge of Sighs, we're here at St John's College, a mixture of some very old buildings dating back to the 15th and 16th century. And then at the same time we've got some fairly modern student accommodation and apartments here, built in the 1960s and 70s. And a lot of the students, once they're here in Cambridge, find that the local big companies like Microsoft and various biotech companies will recruit from the university, so a lot of students actually end up staying in and around Cambridge once they've found a job as well. The house prices in Cambridge are a little bit lower than London. They're about 80% lower, 20% lower than London prices. So these apartments are well over $500,000 each for a 2-bedroom apartment, but what a wonderful view they get. Just be careful of that. They don't sell very often. Once people have bought them, they keep them. Because what a wonderful view to look out over breakfast as you look out over the lawn, and you don't have to do any work. Somebody else does all the work for you. In the 160-year history of the boat race, men's Cambridge team have won it 81 times and Oxford 79, so pretty close. For the ladies' race, that's been going for 70 years, and Cambridge ladies have won that 40 times and Oxford 29.
Thank you.